Okie dokie. We do be gnoming. Also, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Just immediately. Way morbid. Okay, I'm actually thinking, getting a little inspired off of what Brainoid was doing with the just because this is also being stupid. Because the UI on this is being stupid. I'm actually kind of thinking I might do a physical version of this instead of a UI version of this. I don't know what I'll do about a arrow, but I'm just looking at a picture like this. I'm like, you know, there's no UI here. All the UI is like built into the world, so I might do a physical scoreboard instead of a UI one. But yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do an arrow for the showing what your toss looks like. Do I want a clock model? I don't know if it'll help necessarily, just because I'm not doing a clock straight up. I'm doing a it's literally just a cylinder with a bunch of numbers slapped onto it is what it would be. So I don't know if I need it, like, because I want to be able to move around the max amount of score is really what it is, which is why I put in the effort to do this. All this dumb stuff anyway. Okay. I said I was going to do audio. Now here I am immediately thinking, I might mess with this physical scoreboard instead. Tends to be how it works. Okay, wait. Give me empty object. I like having a parent object on top of everything. So this will be the score clock. And this will have a 3D object. Well, I don't know. Maybe I could add audio. Because I did want to mess around with like announcer voices and stuff. Yeah, I'm also thinking of doing well, okay, I got this little plastic ball here for recording the plastic rings, and then just made a model of a clock without the numbers, but the base, and then it stands on the hands too, in case you want a hand for the... Oh, just a model of a clock without the numbers, with a base that it stands on, and the hands, in case you want a hand for the multiplier. I mean, if you have something like that, I'll definitely take a look at it. I don't necessarily want it to look like super good, because I am kind of going for the backyard vibe of just like, hey, I took a piece of you know, here's a poster board with some decorations on it, or like here's, yeah, like the cardboard kind of vibe. But like if it has like a border on the clock and it has a bunch of little ticks on it and stuff, that's actually overkill, which is why I was thinking I'll just do a cylinder. So yeah, like the vibes on all of these are like not super fancy. That's really what I'm thinking, is not super fancy. Oh, okay, don't have it, but would model it for you because there isn't a ton of time left for the jam. No, I mean, like if you're going out of your way to make it, you don't have to do that. I mean, if you're also looking for an excuse to not do the Unreal class, then then you can as well. But and yeah, it's not like like I said, it's this kind of backyard vibe. So if you want to do that and it doesn't take too much time, feel free. But otherwise, oh, this one actually has a name on it. Yeah, this would be kind of fun to put some like physical score thing somewhere too. Yeah, but I'm also thinking at this point I might not do the. I was thinking about doing menus and stuff too, but I'm actually kind of thinking I might do. I might just have a button. I might just have a camera that walks up closer to the rings and then backs out, and that's the main menu. Just to keep it all like physical. I think it'd be kind of fun. That's kind of the direction I'm thinking of heading. Okay, I said I was doing audio. Let's actually do the thing I said I was gonna do. A rarity for me. Okay, so let's see how well this works if I flip the mic upside down. Bust out Audacity. I have Audacity sitting around somewhere, right?
Holy shit, life is fucking beautiful.
Audacity, where you at? Okay. Do I want to record on Audacity? Well, I think I tried downloading it and then it gave me like a weird... I don't know, here's this launcher on top of whatever. Soap cleaner voice? What in the world? What are you going on about there, Audacity? Okay, now we can try. Okay, wait, let's just hit record and see how it sounds. It's doing, sometimes it looks like it's doing the like barely recording, and sometimes it looks like it does the very sensitive. And then if I mess with the sensitivity on this, I gotta remember to set it back too. Yeah, I can hear the music just fine, but then I... Oh yeah, I forgot it is ads. There we go. Remember to use the Stream Deck. I have a whole Stream Deck for switching scenes. Okay, well I have a Stream Deck for... I can... Oh, I killed the audio for recording audio. So I guess I will leave the audio off. Because... Let's see how it sounds. It's doing... Sometimes it looks like it's doing the like barely recording, and sometimes it looks like it does the very sensitive. Okay, wait. And then if I mess with the sensitivity on this... Yeah, it's coming in low on the desktop there, too. Recording level 69. What is the... Because, okay, it looks like it's coming in okay for the stream. Well, that's an easy number to remember, though. So now what happens? We're gonna mess with it. I will probably regret it, but we're gonna mess with it. Okay, now I'm gonna be way too loud. I'm loud, but not like way too loud, right? Okay, that's definitely better. Was that absolutely way too much? Okay, now let's bump this back down to, I don't know, maybe we make it a little louder? I don't know. I never know where I'm supposed to be audio wise on the okay, so now let's see. Yeah, it's got some nice plinks and plonks. So now I just gotta chop these up to figure out what I want to use as a for a plastic ring. Oh, I was thinking about, like, I went for a walk too. I gotta remember. I was thinking about I should just record some outdoor sounds so that I can use that as the background audio. It's really just the one hit, though. I don't need the bunch of hits, right? Because it just depends on what the ring is doing, but yeah, it's these. It's probably just these spikes that I should, instead of letting it bounce. Okay, you know what? Let's just re-record it. Because I could just get the single spikes easily enough. Oh, meaning I gotta bump up the sensitivity again. Well, I don't have to, but I think I will. Yeah, let's try to get it to bounce directly onto the microphone. Maybe 78? I don't know. So, there should be some good. Okay, yeah, I don't need the one where it's rolling across the keyboard, that's for sure. And this other one that was a bounce can also go away. Okay, the fumbles there can also go away. Do I want to chop it up into this many different bounces? Maybe. Zoom. There we go. I'm remembering how to use Audacity. I like the visual upgrades they did. I don't know when this was. It probably was a long time ago, and I just haven't used Audacity in forever. With a Wowie, is it loud? Too loud? Still? Or too quiet? I don't know. I'm always too quiet, so I was like, okay, I messed with the sensitivity for recording this. We'll see. Export. A shareable link. Anybody want these plinks and plonks? Plastic noises? It's funny that you're hitting me with the Wowie, because I was thinking of recording a bunch of announcer voices at some point too. Probably very soon. I guess you can dump it under Audacity. So this will be plastic ball. Oh, let's put my keyboard pad here, whatever it is. This is plastic ball 0 Audacity, sure. Documentos. I thought I switched that out to not be Documentos. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Still looking for a game name? I'm still looking for a game name myself. Yeah, okay, just so OneDrive. No, that's what it is. It's okay. OneDrive Documents Audacity. Because I've still been listening to that one song on repeat for days. Okay, do I need this many? Probably not. Am I gonna do it anyway? Probably. There are some of those, like, typo words that I have incorporated into my actual speech. Like probably and te and okay, those are the notable ones. Oh, jive, I guess. I feel like you kind of have to have an ASMR mic to do ASMR though, right? Or can you just use your, like, phone microphone and just whisper into it? That's a an ASMR, right? Are NPC streams still things? Like there's the TikTok NPC stream? I know that was a trend for a while, but is there anybody that still does that? Ice cream, yum yum. Anybody want to watch me do a NPC stream? Ice cream, yum yum. That's what I'm about to do here with the announcer voices, though. Yay! Wowee! Amazing! Incredible! Holy shit! I do want to do one of those, and then bleep it too. think it'd be fun to do a karaoke stream sometime too. Have nice announcer voices from Cyberpunk. A cyber dog announcer? Interesting. It just sounds like a cyber dog being like 3 dog, I guess. Yeah, cyberfunk. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that should be a bunch of ball audio that I can use as... Okay, so let's go find that. Oh, and yeah, I don't know if you were here for the first couple of minutes, but I am... your game was inspiring me, and that I think I might want to do as little screen space UI elements and do more physical UI elements, so that I can try to hit more of the vibe of, like, just a backyard carnival game. So making the scoreboard an actual physical object, and then, you know, putting the instructions just on a poster board somewhere. And then I'm tempted to just not do a main menu and just have you zoom in and out to say whether you're starting the game or leaving the game. And chicken loop. I mean, you have to get it. It's too thematic. You gotta buy chicken loop to go with making a game about loops. It's required. Okay, it was to see here, here, and then OneDrive for maximum confusion, because you just want to put everything on the OneDrive, which is going to drive me completely nuts. And why does it look like there's documents and documents? Maybe this is why one of them is documentos. Why are there 2? This is a new computer that I... What are you doing? This shouldn't be this confusing already. Go ram it. As much as I say go ram it, I have not watched Firefly in forever. Like, it's like a 1-season show. It wouldn't really be. I know there was a coworker. One of the jobs I had was he was like, yeah, it's an annual thing that my son and I watch Firefly every year. Okay, so now I guess you can also hide for now. The rings. Are gonna need an audio. Maybe the hole. The hole's gonna have everything. Audio source. And then ring. Yeah, I'm like, could I steal Brainoid's audio manager? Maybe. Am I going to? I think I just want to muddle along without it for now. I just want to keep it simple. It's just gonna play whatever random audio. So, do I have list? Audio, I do have list. Okay, so this one does have it. Love your sound manager. Well, I know I try to well, it's just because I keep trying to reuse old code and then realizing that, like, it's not working for my purposes, and that that's what happened with Plunk, is I tried using the old grid system that just didn't work out for me, so. No, okay, you don't know what list is. And then the audio manager. Yeah, it's really just I need to make some more code that is actually, like, reusable for stuff. You know, like making an, is it not audio? It's just because we're talking about managers. I'm writing in a manager. Audio source. Duh. Just need a... No, okay, wait. These are audio clip. There we go. Jeez. Okay. I'm not paying attention at all whatsoever. Audio source. There we go. Audio source. And now, when the... this is just on collision. This doesn't even need to be... so now it's just on collision. Audio source. Dot play. And then... do you put a clip into this? Or was it the... Are you gonna... tell me what the overload is? No, okay, so the... audio source dot clip. There we go. Is equal to... random dot... range... between clips and 0. What? No, between 0 and clips. Why are you... what? Why would you guess that? Who puts it in backwards? Why would you guess that? This is why the AI code stuff is drives me nuts. It's because you're close to the right answer. And I'm like, no, it's one of those things where close and the right answer are two worlds apart. Okay, and then is there an easy way to mess with the pitch? Oh, it has between like a 0 and 1. What does pitch go for? No, it's not a 0 and 1. 3 and -3. Interesting. Okay, well then probably between... it doesn't really need to pitch it all that much. So what? Okay, interesting guess there. Maybe like a -1 and like a 2. Something like that. And then because it's an integer, it's gonna give me integers. But this I want to be floats. Okay, so now on the ring, don't play on awake. Yeah, okay, I was like, I know there's one of those things I gotta mess with every time. Just play on awake, and then the audio source is you, and the clips are... can I... okay, wait, go back to the ring. That's the thing that I want, and then you. Okay, so back to the hole. And then back to the hole. Okay, can I select everybody here? And then can I go over here? No. Gee, thanks. Can I grab these and move them over? One by one? Ugh. I can move them over one by one, but I can't move them as a group. So the instant I click off and select anything else. Okay, that's only tenable simply because I don't have a ton of clips. Okay. I doubt I did that right the first time, but we'll see. And because I'm messing with audio, again, sorry, music. Y'all should be going nuts, right? Is it exploding? It doesn't appear to have exploded. But it also doesn't appear to be Yeah, it was like, because you should be colliding. Wait. The ring. The hole does not have a collision, does it? It has a trigger. So on collision enter for that is not gonna matter. Is it like a rigid body for on collision enter? Yeah, it's because I needed to when it bounces, not when it scores. So, bring the music back, bring the beat back. So, the only problem is that all of these, there's just so many colliders here. And I'm like, can I do on collision enter from this spot? As in, like, do I want to put this on the parent object? Or does it need to be next to the collider? Actually, if I copy the component and slap it on the parent, and then we disable it here just to see. So, what does that do? I'm assuming nothing, but we'll see. I hear no audio, and it's still scoring? Huh? What the heck? Why in the heck are you kind of working? Okay, let's just say, is it doing on collision enter? I was just assuming it wasn't doing on collision enter because it wasn't playing the audio, but okay, collision entered, I guess. I think multiple days of just yapping. He's my throat's feeling it a little bit. Okay, so that does not appear to be doing the on collision enter. But the trigger worked. Because it's updating the score. If I can actually score. Despite the fact that it's on a different parent object that doesn't have... So you... I mean, if I just paste component as new. I don't need all of these to be... Yeah, because you're not going to have an audio source. And you do have the clips, though. Yeah, it's not going to work. Do I need to put a script on all of these for doing the audio? It's a bit obnoxious, but I can. Sure, why not? Because it's gonna yell at me that, oh, you created the script wrong. Okay, let's just do on collision enter and the debug, and then put this on the rings and see if the, or on the ring colliders rather. Is this overkill? I It might be, I don't know. But it's not detecting on collision enter. It's just because I have so many collisions to enter. And then will it let me do this? Because last time I tried to do this with the tags, it decided, no, we're going to tag everything but. Okay, components are some of the selected objects that cannot be multi-edited. Great. So, again, this isn't awful, but a bit obnoxious. And it's just because I have these positioned that I don't want to try to, like, remake it. Yeah, I took it easy this morning. I went and had some more Rice Krispies for breakfast. Just some, It's funny that I have this vanilla milk. It's like, oh yeah, it's got basically nothing in terms of included added sugars. And then Rice Krispies is like, oh yeah, 4 grams of added sugar. I'm like, it's just puffed rice. Why do you need to cover it in sugar? And then the vanilla milk, which you would assume is where the sugar would be coming from, was like, nah, there's nothing. Yeah, I could taste the sweetness. Okay, debugs. Okay. On collision, enter collision. The ring should all the way down here. The sphere collider. That's not a trigger. What do you fluffing mean, you dumb? Yeah, I'm realizing if I didn't censor myself, it would be a lot more visceral of a stream there, wouldn't it? It would immediately go to, what the fuck do you mean, you stupid piece of shit? It's like, okay, no, that's too much energy there. But instead, it's what do you fluffing mean, you dumb? Also, just yelling at it did not seem to make a difference. Why are you not detecting the collisions? These are spheres that have a script, and the script has an on collision enter, and this has a collider. I could turn them all to triggers and say on trigger enter. On collision enter. It's because it's not on collision stay. I just want it to be when it bounces, it just... They don't have rigid bodies. They all need rigid bodies too, right? Oh boy. Okay, they all... So let's just do that check real quick here. Rigid body. Oh boy. Oh no, okay. This was all working up until, like, this is gonna cause some problems. Okay, but now let's see if that detects the on collision enter. This should all start the scene colliding. Yes. Great. Fantastic, wonderful. Okay, so how did that... And so one of the balls inside of the ring there is... Yeah, okay, that looks like they're moving differently. Yep, and that piece is moving away from the... Great. Now, if I freeze it, that's gonna freeze it in space though, right? I just wanted to freeze within the parent. Oh no. It's because this had a rigid body that was... I guess just because it's triggered didn't need the rigid body. One of these has a rigid body, right? Okay, you have a rigid body. That's where my physics is coming from, right? You butt. And I thought this had... Okay, well, this has the rigid body. So maybe we put the ring there and see? Here. Because you have the rigid body. Okay, so we get rid of it here. And then we get rid of you here. Oh man, it works so nicely. It's just not detecting the collisions. Ruh-roh. Aha! Maybe on collision enter is a bit too much. Okay. So all of this can be... I gotta remove all of these. So this was not necessary. Oh, I didn't check to see if the scoring is still working. Also, add should be... What's wrong with on collision enter? I figured it out. I didn't have it next to the... I was missing the rigid body for these, but then I also didn't want to have a rigid body for each individual component of the ring. I wanted it for the whole thing, of which I had one for throwing the ring. So I figured out what the issue is. Now I just gotta figure out how to get it so that it's not doing an insane amount of audio. So Sun made the clock, okay. And also I see that it is add time. So I will also take the break there. Oh, yeah. The tea might be cooled a little bit. I can go grab some tea. Okay, I'll be back.
Baby, just listen. Just listen. You got it. Let yourself be seen. Just listen. Let yourself do it. Do it. I've been riding on a dream. I know it's crazy now. Yeah, I've been living in a fantasy, but still I'd rather wait it out. 'Cause there's a feeling of fight in the back of my mind, a distant memory. When everything was so quiet and we opened our eyes to watch the city sleep. In the spaces between. In the space. I've been falling oh so free, caught up in vertigo. I know it's easier to say something than hear the words I told you so. But there's a feeling of fight in the back of my mind, it's coming back to me. When everything is so right that it's blowing your mind, and it's so good to breathe. Okay,
sent me the thingamabob. Clock for books. Okay, yeah, that was just stream announcement. No cool game updates from anybody. Okay, downloads, clock. What's your clock look like? Do I want to just drag it? Can I? Is there a good way to open it? No, I don't have a good way to just view it. I guess Blender. I guess we'll just drag it in. It's still stuck in my... I guess I've been listening to the same song on repeat for days. No wonder it would still be stuck in my head. But... oh, it's like fancy looking. Let's do a 180. There's the face on the clock. Okay, and the different hands and stuff. Wowee. Oh, you did red as the big hand and blue is the little hand. Yeah, because I think Balatro does blue is the score and red is the mold. And I would have done the oh wait, oh yeah, I could just switch out the material anyway. Nah, I could just complain instead. Okay, yeah, and then I could put some numbers on that. Yeah, like I said, this is almost too fancy. This looks like it's almost like a computer monitor, like fancy piece of metal or something. I was looking like simple AF backyard game kind of vibe. It's cool. I may or may not use it. We'll see. I want to finish audio stuff. That was the goal. I said I was going to do audio. I'm focused on audio. So, okay, now I got the, so I lied on the music. Because I need to double check that this is exploding with a bunch of way too many plastic sounds. Yes, it is in fact exploding with way too many plastic sounds. Oh, all of these have... okay, it needs to double check that it's not colliding with itself. Yeah, because if the collider... I don't know if the collider is moving and then also... so it might be... oops. It might be tagging the thing as a ring. And then just don't collide with anything that is ring related. So the rings won't make... won't contact themselves. Okay, this ring audio is just a completely useless pile of nonsense. I just figured out what the problem was, and I just forgot about rigid bodies existing. Okay. Really? A script that had basically nothing in it took that long to delete? I am going in here, and then when it says instead of on collision entered, I don't need the debug. It's clearly playing all the audio. You should just be checking that if the collision dot tag dot game object. I do this every time. Tag compare tag. No, a game object dot compare tag. Now that I'm trying to use compare tag here. Okay, compare tag is ring. I lied. Lol. Not. Then you can play the audio. But when they're in a giant pile like that, doesn't need to be playing audio all the time. And then it's also the ring colliding with itself is hopefully not happening either. The blue ring colliding with the ground? Is that what you're telling me? Okay, I think I need to... The pitch might be a little too much. It's kind of all over the place. Let's... I just put that in there. So, pitch. Min pitch. Max pitch. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. It's just gonna be that same loop going through my head, which I guess that works for the theme of a loop. This tea is very much still warm. Oh, and then the min pitch is 0 and the max pitch is 0. Okay, so -1 was too much. Oh my goodness. It's 1.5. There we go. So just a little pitched up, just a little bit, pitched down, just a little bit. Yeah, because the pitch, like the low pitch, was making it sound like a really big, thick tube. Who's constantly colliding? It's just a very, like, just absolute cacophony of... Does it need to be like a certain velocity or something? Like, why are you so picky about... I guess I could do on collision stay, maybe? The constant collision sounds of the broken clock in the corner. That's... It's the middle of the jam. Everything's gonna be broken, and then at the end, I'm gonna try to fix all of it and not really get super far, but it hopefully will look a little better and sound a little better. We'll see. It's the middle of the jam. I have excuses right now. It's not the end of the jam yet. Wow, on collision stay made it worse. It's like, it's just, it might be because of the, you should be checking that if it's a ring though. If it's not a ring, then you can play the audio clip. Which is making me think that it's the ground. I could tag the ground as a ring and then it wouldn't do it at the beginning, right? It's a little weird and confusing, but we're just trying to quickly fix things. There we go. Still absolutely exploding with sound. It's because it's not one piece. It's because it's 16 different colliders. At least it doesn't explode immediately. Okay, so now, how do I get it to not play the audio 16 times? 16 times the detail. 16 times the audio. Yeah, it's also playing a sound for every small collision. Well, and that's what I was trying. I was trying to get rid of that a little bit with on collision stay, just to see if that would cut it down just a little bit. But yes, I do think there's the two problems of it's playing a collision sound for every little thing, and it's playing a... Okay, can I can't check the velocity of a collider that, like... I could check the rigid body velocity just overall. Yeah, okay, if the impulse magnitude is greater than a certain amount, then you play the one-shot dice thing. Yeah, okay, with your sound manager thing. And then since I'm using my caveman version. But yeah. Checking the magnitude. That's where I was thinking of heading. Okay, other.impulse.magnitude. And then multiplying it by that? Oh, volume is tied to the magnitude too. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, volume times magnitude. That's why, okay, so that's why you're changing that. Magnitude was too high. I guess we'll see if I run into that. I'll for now, I'll just check the magnitude and see. Okay, so I might not even need to check the thing here. Yeah, I can add that back if it's necessary. So other... Oh, this on collision stay. What was this one? Yeah, enter. But yeah, same... Okay. Enter's probably what I want, not stay anyway. If I'm checking the impulse, then that should be getting rid of the issue. So... Okay. Collision.impulse. Impulse.magnitude. And then I need to just check if it is... Yeah, check debug.log. That's... That's where I was headed. I was getting there eventually. Okay, now what is it spitting out for magnitude? That's the thing. It's like I like singing. I don't know if I have a great singing voice, but I do like singing. I've never actually done karaoke. I remember as a kid doing caroling for like Cub Scouts and stuff, but never actually did karaoke like with friends or anything. Okay, it's 0. It goes up to 0 0.4, it goes over 1, goes all the way up to 11. That's probably a bit much. So let's just start with 1 and see if that's a little too... Well, okay, wait. So like when it's just sitting there... maybe more like 3. Or 2. Okay, maybe we'll start with 1 and see if that's too much, and then I can just modify the number. Let's see, so this is the... I guess the impulse. Code definitely means every time the dice hits something strong enough, you have to play the game one shot. Play 360. I know there's YouTube videos like that, right? That are the every time I get well, because I know there's the videos that are within videos kind of thing. Like every time they say B in the B movie, they play the whole B movie or something like that. Just checking the number. I need a number. What do I want to call the number? This is to play audio impulse force. That just sounds like too much. Impulse, I guess. It's greater than the impulse. Then you can play the audio. And that'll be 1. Okay, you rather 1 for now. Let's see if that's a little too nice. Yes. Very much so. Just immediately, right off the bat, too easy. Okay. It is using that now, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, meaning I don't need to tag the ground as a ring anymore. Not that that's super important, but I remembered it. That's the important thing. Okay, 3, 4, 5, maybe? Anybody got a number they like? We'll do 5. Let's see, if I had to pick like a favorite number... Five sounds like it's still too nice too. But if I had to pick a favorite number, I don't know, I might have gone with like a 27 before, but I don't know if I'm feeling 27 nowadays as an adult. Well, and I know for like doing board game stuff, where I had a 5x5 grid, and it was like, oh, 25, if you subtract 1, that gives you 24, which lets you divide a whole bunch. Or at least if you have 25, you could divide it through like 1 through 6, if you just subtract 1, or add, whatever. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Yeah, I don't know if I would say 25 is a favorite number, but okay, 7. wanted to have some amount of ability to hit things. Who's... That's 6. Who's like hitting things repeatedly with a maximum force here? That's an 8 that I'm assuming was when I threw it, it collided it with stuff. What? Huh? Okay, now you settle down, I guess? Okay, none of that was forceful enough. That was. Okay, wait. Don't tell me that it's... What does the audio look like? They're all... Nobody say anything. Not a single word. Okay. Export onto my computer. Current selection. Not the entire project, the current selection. I missed a check mark. Okay, now it defaulted to the current and I didn't rename it. Oh, ram it. Mother flippin' heck. Okay. Back to that. I want to export the audio, the current selection, and I want to call it Plastic Ball 0. And then it'll say, oh no, you already have that. I'm like, the current, yes. Now it'll be separate tracks instead of the same track 9 times. I just derped out hard. Lag out. Okay, current selection. And then did I copy Plastic Ball? No, I didn't. Plastic Ball there. So now we copy that. It's the current selection. Ya goof. I had the right idea, and I just didn't have the right... There we go. It's a common mistake to not do current selection when you export it. I don't know if that would be a common mistake. I don't know how many people are messing with sound effects and stuff. I'm assuming it's a trying to make me feel better that I'm entitled to make mistakes though, right? I like to think I can make mistakes. I like to think that the world is kind enough that you're allowed to make mistakes. I don't know if that's actually true, but there's some falsehoods that I'm gonna hold on to just so that I can survive. There we go. Well, I hope other people are having a better time jamming than I am. Not that I'm having a bad time, but I hope other people are having a better time. Yeah, I asked my coworker how their jam was going. They're doing a the mechanic is an ice skating game where you cut through the ice to drop enemies into the ice, which I thought was a neat idea. I know there's like a IO game like that, I think. Well, because I know they have this like color, like you block off a certain section, and that becomes your like you loop off a section of the like the territory basically. So you're stuck cutting ice. Where's the loop? I was assuming you have to make loops to cut through the ice. I could go look at the message again to see exactly what it said. But yeah, I'm imagining you're looping to you cut circles in the ice to drop things. And like I said, yeah, you cut holes on the ice then, yeah. But yeah, I didn't see any visuals for it. I didn't. That's just what I messaged about. It was like, hey, here's my thing. How's your thing going? Okay, now was that selections actually? Was that actually? Ay ay ay. Okay, you and it's just really tempting to think of, man, I could have saved so much time if I didn't make all these simple mistakes. But also, you know, I'm learning by making simple mistakes, right? No, you're only learning if you remember. That's the other issue. Was it here or was it documents? Gosh dang it, where did you put it, Audacity? It wasn't downloads. Okay, where do you save things again? Export it to my computer. OneDrive. I knew I was going to forget OneDrive. Because I don't want all these things on OneDrive, because then it's going to say, hey, pay more for OneDrive space. I'm like, I already do that for Google. I'm going to stick with Google. Okay. Now let's see if these are actually the correct audio files. I could play them, or I could just drag them in here and see if they are. Yeah, there we go. Each their own unique little spikes. Okay, now. Okay, now I can make it a little nicer on the impulse. So 7 is too much. Let's change it to... Okay, how about 3? It'll probably go back to 5, but we'll see. Actually, I could probably do less even. Maybe 1? Yeah, it's feeling pretty good. The audio is giving it this kind of weird vibe of like, is this a really big, thick tube, or is this a really light? Yeah, sometimes it sounds like a really thin, like, kind of plink kind of tube, and then sometimes it sounds like it's just this really thick inner tube. But that's working out. That's feeling. So that's got some extra satisfying stuff to it. Oh yeah, and that'll need like some kind of sound for the scoring and stuff too. Oh, and if I want to do an answer voice, which I could do that now too. Okay, I might save this off. It's not super necessary. This is plastic ball. Okay, now I guess do a new one. And then, let's see. Congratulations synonyms. Oh, ad break. $65. Congratulations. Okay, maybe not congratulations. What am I looking at? Adulation? Acclamation? Encouragement. How about let's see, words of encouragement? No, it's because it's well, what do you call that category of like marvelous, fantastic, wonderful? Like okay, what if I just type in like wonderful is gonna synonym? Delight, pleasure, admiration. Yeah, marvelous. I'm like I want the like exclamations of okay, yeah, there we go. Although it is ad time. So I might. Oh, do I want to sit? I could crank it down the desk and say, hour and 20. Why not? Okay, so this has a lot of words that I could just read off and then select as blue chip. That'd be to the moon. Hodl. Hodl to the moon. Apes together strong. Oh, and then is there a beep sound effect? Because I do want to do a censored version of no wait, we're not typing in the word beep sound effect maybe. Or okay, wait, censor beep. I feel like that's got to be a fairly common sound effect, right? That's gee whiz. I guess a bleep there. That's really. It's a very basic beep sound. Like, is it really what they use for sensors? I'm not. Okay. Oh, it's even a instant sound effect button. Okay, I'll just read off some words for a bit. Then I can. Yeah, because I'm thinking I want to have the words like fly up on screen and then fly off. And then if I'm trying to do less UI stuff, I don't know how I want those to spawn in, but I suppose we'll see. Yeah, and I was thinking of putting like my character off to the side or something too. Okay, but I'm still working on audio stuff. The hoops sound good, like at lunch or something. At some point, I can go for a walk and maybe get some bird sounds or something. But it's just so broken in a way that's hilarious. Yeah, I think just some outdoor sounds would fill in the background soundscape nicely. Is there an easy way to get the grass model to wiggle at all? I think the 2D one had an option for that, but can I just get this to wobble, wishy, wobble, wishy, wobble, wishy, wobble, yeah? Okay, so Unity, detail, texture, what was it, detail? So the terrain, detail mesh, animation. Okay, detail mesh animation. So can I animate it a little bit? That's how to create animations. That's how to detail meshes. Can I wobble them? Okay, Unity 3D grass animation. 6 grass rendering techniques. Grass sway in Unity shader graph. Okay, so that's saying shader graph is the way to do it. Can I not just wobble these a little bit?
Mind yourself sometimes.
Yeah, wind
that
effect shader graph in Unity.
It goes well, or it pauses.
Yeah, it's all saying shader stuff. I should figure out some shader stuff at some point, so I guess it's saying could do if I want to figure out how to make the grass a little better. Yeah, that was funny to just, if I clip off the sides of the video, I could have so much more video just because the grass was such a mess visually.
Remind yourself sometimes that either it goes well.
Oh, I still gotta get the arrow. So I wanted to, yeah, it's like if I try to do all these things as 3D elements, then... Okay, let's do the... Let's just do announcer voice stuff. I said I'm doing audio. Let's stick with doing audio. So I just need to read off these. Whichever ones I want to read off. We'll throw Audacity on the screen for now.
Remind yourself sometimes that either it goes well.
Okay, and then maybe we make sure that it's nice and loud. I don't know. Sure. Okay. There wasn't nice on there, was there? Or at least not obviously. Okay, we'll just go from the top and read them down. Lovely. Excellent. Terrific. Beautiful. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Fabulous. Oh, that's peaking. That's too much. I did. Nope, that's not working. Okay, go back to here. Okay. Lovely. Excellent. Terrific. Beautiful. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Fabulous. Superb. Marvelous. That's marvelous again. Stellar. Fine. It would be fun to throw. Fine. Hot. Neat. That's getting into just random nonsense. Okay. Lovely. Excellent. Terrific. Lovely. Excellent. Terrific. Let's see, wait, there's a way to just say trim silence, right? Do an accurate, oh yeah. This was not the full list, like I said. I think I kind of wanted to throw a holy shit in there, and I'd like that. I'll be dipped in nacho cheese. Just because of that one line from that one game. Holy loop. Holy loop, Batman. Okay. Again, off to the Google. Audacity. Trim silence. Yeah, it's like there's a button to you just click it, right? Truncate silence, trim silence. Plugin archive? It's a plugin? I thought Audacity just had it as a default thing. Truncate silencer automatically reduces the length of passages if the volume is below a certain threshold. Effect special truncate silence. Okay, effect special truncate silence. Select the audio to use. Control A to select all, then try again. Okay. Everybody. Effect. Special. Truncate silence. And... okay, yeah. That hopefully did it. Lovely. Excellent. Terrific. Beautiful. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Fabulous. Superb. Marvelous. That's marvelous. Stellar. Okay, and then, yeah, I did record that a little quieter. It was peaking when I did the full volume. Lovely. Excellent. Terrific. Beautiful. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Fabulous. Superb. Marvelous. That's marvelous. Stellar. Okay, yep. That one can go. Stellar. Fine. It would be fine. It'd fun to fine. Hot. Fine. Hot. Neat. Okay. Lovely. Excellent. Terrific. Beautiful. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Fabulous. Superb. Marvelous. Stellar. Fine. Hot. Neat. There's a little bit of a laugh on stellar. I don't know if I want to keep that one necessarily. Marvelous. Stellar. Fine. Hot. Neat. The tone on fine just completely like not sounding fine. Oh, and I gotta throw yay in there too. Duh, that's an obvious one. Okay, and now, lesson learned. I can do export. Oh, this didn't tell me what the category of words are that are wonderful. Adjectives, I guess? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, positive adjectives? Yeah, I guess. We'll just call it positivity. Sure, that'll be the category of words.
Or it passes. Or it passes. Or it passes. Or it passes.
Okay, and then it's just gonna be too quiet, maybe. Positivity. Okay, and it is current selection. Okay, good.
Remind yourself sometimes that either it goes well or it passes.
Okay, yeah, I don't need a ton of these, but... what did I just export this as? Or aim it. Okay, that's a 1. I gotta remember these. I do need to go check the audio. I can't just kind of guess at some of these. Terrific. Beautiful. Great. Terrific. Beautiful. And then I gotta remember which I'm on too. It's like, ah. It's funny how I'm not a huge fan of the silence when I'm working, but
Beautiful. Great.
like if I'm just walking around the block, I enjoy silence.
Beautiful. Great. Hot. Beautiful. Great.
You can also make a selection and press Control B to add a label for the selected label. Then at the end, export each label as an individual file all at once. Oh, well then. Make a selection, press Control B to add a label. And then for the selected label at the end, okay, let's just try that one then. Control B. And then now you can name. Where's the name for the label? Label name will be the label name will be the file name later. Well, is it all putting it all under this one label or okay? To add a label for the and then for the selected label. Okay, wait, and export audio, export other, export labels. That's just the text file of the labels. Okay. Export audio. Just onto my computer. Multiple files. Via labels using the label track name. Aha. So then do I actually need to label them? Or can I just grab each of them and say... Oh, and I'm just kind of making a guess here.
Lovely. Excellent. Terrific. Beautiful. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Fabulous. Fabulous. Superb.
Yeah, there is some extra audio in there that I don't think needs to be there, but whatever.
Marvelous. Stellar. Fine. Hot. Neat.
The fine is so good in the middle of all of these.
Hot. Neat.
Okay. And the small box on the labels is where you can write in if you want to. Don't know how we'll name the files if you leave the labels empty. Yeah, because I'm hoping that it'll just throw a number on them, because that's really all I'm looking for is just, okay, it adds a number, but... Ah, that's the one that you can, okay. It seems like an odd spot to put the box, but... Oh no! Okay. Well, now we gotta try it just out of curiosity here, so... Name multiple files by labels using the track name, label name. Hey, it does give me untitled. Labels? Can I label the label? Rename the track? Aha. Okay. Oh, no, that didn't seem to matter, did it? Okay, and it throws a... So I guess I do gotta go through each of these. I was kind of hoping it would just... Okay, and then it'll slap a different number on them if it isn't, if they are named the same, it seems. So I shall name them all the same. This is faster. That's the problem with so many tools. There's just so many ways to do things that are... And you have to know that that is an option to then know... Yeah, okay, there. Okay, now that should be exported with a whole bunch of... Oh boy. So the untitled ones still got made. So untitled's, you can go away. And now positivity. We can add you in here. Maybe we do these under folders. Man, I'm kind of itching to watch a movie, especially after watching a Nebula video that was talking about movies. I'm like, well, what the kind of experiences of a movie is. That doesn't look like I spelled it right. Yeah, it's because I only kind of vaguely, like, the Superman movie, I only kind of vaguely want to see that. So that's one of those ones of like, probably just wait for that to come to streaming. Oh, Naked Gun is this weekend. That one I do want to see in theaters. I mean, I'm obviously doing this today, but... Wait, I might have some time tomorrow. I'd like doing a morning movie, though, but... Yeah, could go watch The Naked Gun. Okay, so now... When a ring scores, play one of those bits of audio just randomly, just for funsies. And then maybe keep it in the future, we'll see. Oh, I gotta record like a step right up. And thanks for coming, thanks for playing. Because I think I want to use those as essentially the main menu and like quit. So it'll start zoomed away. It says step right up. You press a button. It'll zoom in the screen. Then you can play. Then when you're done, you can hit a button to leave. Meaning I do actually need to have some kind of character as the announcer, which I'm very tempted to just put myself in there. We'll see. Or my VTuber in there. I'm not gonna do a billboard of myself or anything. So when it scores here. You already have the audio source thing. Yeah, okay. So I don't need to change the pitch on this. So that can go away, but now this is the clips for the plastic. And now we do clips for positivity. Okay, and I think I can go back to music. Every time I think I can go back to music, I can't because I'm doing audio. Actually, I lied, I won't. Because I am about to double check that this is working or not. Okay. Da-da, da-da. Da-da, 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 da-da. Blue da ba dee da ba da ba dee da ba da ba dee da ba da ba dee. This one of those ones that can loop really easy. You can just get stuck in the da ba dee da ba 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 da ba dee. Okay, now I actually gotta add the well, I gotta add all of the audio back to the ring. Oh boy. It's 9:45 in the morning. It's not PM, that's AM. Okay, and then because it's silly and I don't know how to multi-select this, we'll just drag these in. Yeah, I still haven't gotten a subscription to Crunchyroll. I keep thinking about it because I keep wanting to get back into anime. It's been so long, and there's because I'm like I realized I missed multiple seasons of My Hero Academia, and I'm like, oh, whoopsie daisies, I actually like that show a fair bit. And I think even Made in Abyss had a second season, which is absolutely wild to me. I'm like, it's one of those animes that just I think people liked. At least I liked Made in Abyss a ton. Yeah, Ranking of Kings had like a spin-off too. Because I liked Ranking of Kings a lot. What? Why did it label them that way? They are labeled differently. Are these the same? Okay, maybe we don't use these. Maybe these are the old ones. Oh, those are the ones that I made, not the ones that it made. Okay, so that's the ones to use there, and then it should play when you score. So now I have to actually score. Or I could set it up so that I automatically score. Nah, I'm just gonna actually be good at the game. I didn't hear a whole heck of a lot. Hmm? Did I modify the wrong thing? That should be... Like, I don't know who else I would have modified here. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure I only have it in the one place, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, this ring script is now disabled. Oh, that is the audio sources in the hole. Odd, but okay. Yeah, but you aren't doing anything. You aren't enabled. And to double check that you are not doing anything, bye-bye. Okay, but the way it's saying that, it just seems like I didn't add the audio, but I just saw that I added all the audio. I didn't need to restart it fully like that, but that's okay.
Fantastic.
Okay, why is it... My voice sounds odd on that one. Nothing?
Hot.
No? It's doing it a little bit, but not a lot of it. Oh, wait. The rings have scored already, haven't they? I think it's still using the random pitch. I don't think it's using the random pitch. I think it's I think once the rings score, I'm just throwing them again. So, which is why I did it the once. Well, okay. Did that cut itself off? It is still using the random pitch. Whoopsie daisies. Okay, yeah, the audio source. Okay, no, it's because this set the pitch when the, Yeah, okay, I need to reset the pitch to 1. Okay, yeah, it was. Yeah, that was definitely a pitched down version. Okay. Also, hello. Thanks for the, rainbow cat there. Well, you can see how well the ring tossing is going.
Fabulous. Marvelous. Fabulous. Fantastic.
I don't know why it picked up my voice so odd there. That one should have scored. Okay, but then these... Yeah, they're already scored, so they're not...
Fine.
Oh, or not. Great. I think that's really just highlighting the inconsistency of the scoring system. Well, it doesn't help when I don't land on anything at all. What is the scoring system? It's once it lands on a peg for, I think, a full second, then it'll yeah, or once the hole is over a peg for a full second.
Beautiful. Fantastic.
Ugh.
Hot.
Thought I had a good amount of these. But I guess not. Oh, it's Ed. I don't know what I want to do with these ads. Maybe I'll just keep playing this.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Why are you picking the, like... Oh.
Lovely.
Ugh. Maybe shrink the inner ring collider so it has to really hit the peg and not just touch it with the edge. Yeah, that might be the way to go. I'm trying to make it like nice for the player, but yeah, it is. I think you could score with most things. So okay, hole. We shrink you some. Still want it to be somewhat generous. Let's see, I could thin it up maybe. Dun-dun, dun-dun. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Dun-dun, dun-dun.
Marvelous.
Yeah, my voice is coming in quiet.
Herb.
Oops. Didn't mean to double click on that.
Stellar.
Yeah, it's still kind of, I suppose. Yeah, like that one doesn't count. That's fine.
Marvelous. Fine.
I love the tone switch on that. Okay. So background bird audio. I could either go find that somewhere or just record that myself. I might go record that myself. So I might go for a walk at lunch and just record. Gotta remember to do it, but... let's see, is there any other major audio to mess with? Because if I get some background audio of like a bird sound effect, get like some distant techno or something. This is going to be a very summer feeling game, which, you know, made in the summer. I guess it depends on where you're located, but yeah, the fight in there. That's what makes it so funny to me, is that all of them are positive, but besides fine. Okay, I can add more of those later. I think I will worry about that later. So, the major things to fix are... So for this... Yeah, the inconsistent scoring I think might be cropping up with the audio there too. Oh, the throw preview. That's the thing. So it's the throw preview and then the score clock also needs to be redone. Oh, usually lots of birds around the house, but just rain, so no birds. I was like, because I feel like I hear a good amount of bird sounds, like even when it's raining. Yeah, and I haven't noticed if like they disappear after a rain. Okay, but the things to fix are the score clock, and I do need some kind of throw preview. Oh, and then they're sort of half-assing some kind of menu stuff. And by that, I mean... Yeah, because I kind of want to get rid of UI stuff to really immerse you into this backyard ring toss vibe. So... Oh, meaning I would need the audio for step right up. Press W. Yeah, I guess if I wanted to get rid of all of the UI on screen. Yeah, it's like I don't know how I would diegetically get it to say like you can leave at any time by pressing S. But Okay, let's do. So I think I want to half-ass some kind of menu here. So that'll be this. Or rather, make a very immersive thing where there is no UI, you just press buttons to go to whatever scene. It's the pegboard is determining where the camera is ending up, though. So... how do I want to do that? Okay, hopefully I don't have to mess with audio anymore. I can go back to some music. So how do I want to do this? Yeah, I want the camera to be away from the board. Then you press the button, it'll animate to it's like a Cinemachine camera.
Remind yourself sometimes that either it goes well or it passes. The kind of love you'd go to the ends of the earth for.
Yeah, it's like the Cinemachine camera gives you a nice ability to I guess I could give it some trees if I really wanted to. Nah, this endless field of nonsense is fine too. Wait, is that that might be one of those things of asset store. Not what I meant. Where's the not asset store, the other one. The one next to it, package manager.
When I think about it, I want that kind of love that changes you from the inside out. The kind of love that flips the script, the kind of love that moves your compass, the kind of love you'd go to the ends of the earth for. The kind of love you'd go to the ends of the
I was gonna say, I've definitely heard this song, and the audio is a little.
the ends of the earth for. The kind of love you'd go to the ends of the earth for.
Yeah, because now I'm like, I listen to this artist, I listen to that other artist, I listen to that other artist.
The kind of love you'd go to the ends of the earth for. The kind of love you'd go
Yeah, it's fine. This one's just a little obnoxious. Okay,
The kind of love you'd go to the ends of the earth for.
So is Cinemachine camera like a default Unity thing? Cinematic Studio? For creating films? Yeah, it's just I wanted to have the camera have two positions that it kind of floats between. Cinemachine. Aha. Do I even remember how to use Cinemachine? No, but I think this will give me a nice way to go from... Well, and I guess I could just animate the camera too. Okay, and then we can do Cinemachine camera. Do I want to try to figure out Cinemachine or no? Dolly camera with spline?
And you know, when I think about it, I want that kind of love that changes you from the inside out. The kind of love that flips the script, the kind of love that moves your compass, the kind of love you go to the ends of the earth for. The kind of love you go to the ends of the earth for. The kind of love you go to the ends of the earth for. The kind of love you go to the
Oh, I guess I would need to add the tosser under whatever camera I end up using. I don't know. Because I don't entirely remember how to move this. Okay, so do I just need to animate it anyway? Okay, so actually you're gonna be like there kind of thing. What? Is this
I don't need to wait for other people to join me.
the Cinemachine brain? Okay, maybe we just skip that and just animate the flipping camera. Just hand animate the camera with an animator. I don't need the Cinemachine thing. I don't remember how to use it. So now we... Oh, this has a Cinemachine brain. Oh, so you added the Cinemachine brain. I lied. And what was the Cinemachine camera thing then? So does this need a Cinemachine camera? I don't... Okay, I didn't need to add this. I don't remember how to use it. We're just gonna add an animator to the camera. Add an animation. Just wanna animate it between 2 points. Animation. How did I forget how to do anything? AI. No. Spline? Is it default Unity spline stuff?
Wait for other people to join me.
Oh yeah, I think there is some amount of that stuff, right?
And here I am, sitting in a field with absolutely
Is there other?
nobody else around me.
Okay. So we just go
Being outside and
animator.
for an obscured look of sunset.
Ornament. Animator. Do a new runtime animator. Animation. There we go. Create an animation clip. Assets. Animations. Okay, this will be, I guess, just zoom in. It's just, I don't know exactly where I want it to zoom to. Just because I don't know what the pegboard is going to want. Oh boy. How did this get suddenly so complicated, just moving a camera around? Okay, well I can mess with the rotation. Because I know I'm going to want to rotate the camera at 45. And then position-wise, I don't know exactly where I want it. And I don't remember where it was. Because now it's in a new default position. Well, and... is it even gonna... Okay, so now the animator. What's the animator doing? Nothing. Okay, main camera. There we go. There's the animator. Zoom in, and is it playing it on start? Is it looping? Yeah, loop time. Okay, don't need you to loop, that's for sure. And then default you're playing on awake, maybe? Okay, what did I break? Well, what broke? What did I goof up? Okay, so it does not... Oh, okay. The animation could maybe just slide the camera forward. Yeah, the pegboard is already just changing the X of the camera. But if I change the position of the camera and the animation, is that gonna freeze everything is the question. Because that's always the obnoxious thing with animations, is anytime you start to animate something, it's like, oh, we're not gonna animate anything else. It's locked into whatever animation you have. Okay, I don't remember where the camera was. Great. Okay, let's undo you for now so that I can reposition the camera a little better. Yeah, it was like -10, wasn't it? And then I could do 45. And see where that ends up. That's a bit much. Okay, so what I actually want you to do is to end up... Ah, because of the animation, no! So animator, stop doing the thing. Stop animatoring. There we go, now I can freely move you to where I want you. Just right about there. So -17 and 8. So then you can end up at -17 rather, and 8. So you're really just kind of looking down, but whatever. I guess that works. Okay, I want it to start further away. That's the whole point of like step right up, is that it's, you know, back here kind of thing. Okay, so now you... Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Feels a little silly to be going from... Okay, so maybe we do... You end up at 8. So maybe we just start you at 8. Yeah. Okay, now what does that look like? So then when I hit start, what does that do? There we go, okay. So that's when you hit start to start the scene and say step right up. You hit a button, it does that animation. And then when you leave, it just reverses that animation. And then I could do another animation for if I actually get a prize shop going.
Great.
Hey, it did land it.
Lovely.
Whoops. I could do like a whoops for okay, wait, so send the audio to record is so step right up. Hey, thanks for playing. And then how about mistakes? Because if it does do a throw that lands like on the ground, it doesn't even touch the, or like gets pretty far from the pegboard, can definitely be like, oh no, oops, ruh-roh. Okay, so before it does that animation, so now the game manager here. Oh no. Don't say Visual Studio's doing a thing. Because then it says, uh-oh, we couldn't save it correctly. Gee, thanks. Give me animator. Okay, some kind of animator. And then that's if you press W. So inputs. Oh, you know what I should also add to the game manager when we're talking about input stuff here is that if you press escape, it escapes the game. Get key down. Key code. Dot escape. And then application dot quit. There we go. And now here is get key down. Key code dot W. That's animator dot play. Animator dot, what is the thing? That's the wrong animator. Animator dot. It's just play, right? And then you give it the animation. Yeah, state name and layer, that's what it was. And I call it zoom in. Oh, and I don't think I need to give it a layer if I don't want to, so I'm not. And now we do the same thing with the S here. And except it's going to be animator dot speed is equal to -1 dot S. Be happy, don't worry, be happy now. Okay, then animator speed is 1. Okay, so now the animation was playing on awake, right? I didn't want you to play on awake. Yeah, you always just love to play animations just immediately all the time. And then I can't, it needs some kind of default animation. Yeah, okay, you're still gonna do it even if I tied it to the... So what if I do the zoom out then? Okay, I didn't add anything to the game manager. Dadgummit. Okay. 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 Animator speed can only be negative when the animator recorder is enabled. Oh, bugger off. Okay, so I guess I'll just undo the animation for the boo. Boo, hiss, boo. Okay, well then I guess I'll have an idle too, or start. Okay, now we click U. So we do a zoom out. Zoom out. Grab all of y'all. Do a little bit of that. Do a little bit of... Just reverse it entirely. And drag you back over there. Okay, that's the zoom out. And then we do just a start. And that will be the start of the zoom out. Okay, and then you become the default state. Okay, now, shouldn't move anywhere, hopefully. We'll see. That's the wrong start animation. Why did you only do it the once? Why'd you think about it? What are you... Dadgummit. Oh, because this is still the wrong thing. So zoom out. And I don't need to worry about the animator speed. That's silly. Okay, now it's gotta zoom in and zoom out. It starts at the one starting position, which the starting position is apparently incorrect. Okay, what does the zoom in look like? That's fine. What does the zoom out look like? Yeah, okay. So I guess I lied. It's the zoom in that I wanted, not the zoom out. What a goof. Okay. Now are you doing the animation correctly? Okay, now we do step right up, and then step away, and then step away, and then step away, and then step away, and then hate. Hate. I hate. Hate. Why do you default to... Yeah, there we go. Looping every single animation. Are most animations made looped? I guess I should have some kind of looping animation if we're doing a game about loops. Ruh-roh. Okay, now... Oops. Okay, so now I can zoom in, zoom out. I guess I could use this for the... Well, no, I just want to have it rotate up when it's, you know, look at the store. Yeah, so I'm thinking I do like a character here that's the step right up. Or maybe, I guess, on this side, and then I could put the score over here. Doesn't really matter. A little harder to throw it from this angle. Still possible. Okay. This is certainly one of the games of all time. As with every game I've ever made, it's certainly one of the games of all time. Let's see. I haven't messed with the score at all. Do I want to mess with the score? It's kind of messing with the audio, but I think I'm good. Yeah, it's just the background audio that I really need for this. Since I have some kind of announcer. Do I want to drag me in as some kind of announcer model? Also, they don't have any pictures of the, like, ring toss games with some kind of facilitator, right? I guess there's the carnival guy they got there. Yeah, it's like a garden gnome wouldn't necessarily make a ton of sense. Some kind of clown. Even these, it's a lot of they don't have the person running the booth. Yeah, I'm thinking I might need to make more of a booth. Oh, it's this one again. Okay, no, I guess this one is just like a guy. There's not like a guy in a certain kind of outfit or something. I might need to do this red and white stripe thing here. There's so many of these carnival games that have some kind of red and white stripe something or other. It looks like this AI version has some sort of clown looking thing, maybe? Yeah, some sort of clown would probably make sense, but I might just do the model of my gnome. It might just be me. Yeah, okay, so they do red and white stripes there too. I do carnival employee, maybe? It's just a guy in a red shirt. So it's just wear a red shirt, I guess. Okay, it looks like the pretty basic. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if this is the kind of look that like. And then I would do that in voxels. I'm not gonna do that in full like. Not that a voxel character would make a ton of sense, but. I was gonna say this is not gonna have my. This is not hooked up to that same folder. Oh, or it is. Okay. I guess I was looking through this at some point. Oh, and then ads. I was actually thinking about going to lunch here soon. I guess it is only 10:30. Oh, and Unity hasn't exploded. So. Wait, is this seriously the only gnome? Because I think this is T-posed. Yeah. Is this seriously it? It's just this T-posed version? I mean, I could fix the T-posing fairly easily, because I think I also have a version of the template character. So then that's probably what I called it. But name for the game too. Well, let's see. They said no AI. If I threw I mean, ring toss roguelike, but it doesn't even have the roguelike aspect of it, so. A loop of fate. Well, it is just so obnoxious that, like, all of the looking at the, like, examples are all just labeled ring toss. It's like, I could just do, like, loop of ring toss. Because I am kind of just going for backyard carnival game things, so. Yeah, it's always just ring toss. They're all just called ring toss. Oh, and this is just carnival game. I type in carnival game and they're all just basic ring toss things. So if I look up ring toss game. Oh, wait, and I was actually going to use the ad to do a break. But you were thinking Loop of Fate for your game? Yeah, I suppose that works, like with dice and stuff. Fate, I think of like, it's more of like a fantasy related. Ugh, none of these have like a name of the game. Ringer. Yeah, there's the ring toss Ringer. But Ringer is a game on Steam, I know. Loop Ringer? Then that works loop into the title. Maybe Loop Ringer? Because I do want it a little more unique than just ring toss. Hook and ring toss? Yeah, those are the hook ring games. Color matched for best game experience. This is a wild picture. Have some strong urge to call the main character Emmett. Is there a main character? Or are you just very attached to your pillar of fun? your pillar that gets its head chopped off. Lucky Loop? It's not bad. It's not bad. I was calling everything rings, so that's kind of where I wanted to add some kind of ring, because it is a ring toss game. So but Lucky Loop definitely isn't bad. Yeah, and I could make a guy like that. And then I just reskin like a voxel character. Emit the loop walker that walks the loop. Sisyphus. It's a Sisyphean task. Loop walker sounds nice, actually. No, that does. Because that is what you're doing. You're just walking around in a loop. Ring tosser. Because you're just tossing rings. Yeah, I still gotta think about it, but... Ring tosser. Just hack off the R. Wait, did they just jam a bunch of lollipops into a board and call it a game? I guess that works. That's the other thing too, is like, do I want to add like a guy? Well, I want to have some kind of guy, but I'm like, do I want to use my gnome or do I want to make like a guy? And then do I want to do it in voxels? Because I'm like, nothing else is in voxels, but I don't really have an ability to make a guy at this point in Blender. Even if I don't animate him, which I'm not planning on animating them at all. I don't know, could I get like a wooden meeple look that, of a guy? Okay, yeah, I am kind of running out of steam here. Oh, that was Tossa Nova. It's kind of a fun, I don't know if it's a play on words much, but fun to say at least. Okay, I will need some kind of character at some point. It's really, I have half an hour. What do I want to tackle in the next half an hour? Okay, I don't want to tie this camera. I was thinking I don't want to tie the camera to buttons. It's just when you start, it'll just say, hey, step right up, and then you click, and it'll zoom in. A la that. And then when you when you lose and when the game is over, it'll just zoom out, and that'll be that. Oh, I do gotta get the. Okay, maybe we spend half an hour on the score clock and make it even more broken, and then I can come back after lunch and hopefully maybe kind of sort of fix it fully. So Yeah, and I did simplify it a little bit for myself by saying no on the, the menus. This is not going to be any menus. Does that mean the volume's going to be off? Maybe, but that's fine. I don't know if I want to make like a... Okay. So the material for you, can I just do not gray? Make it plastic? What are these physical whatevers? Physical material from 3DS Max? Where do these come from? What's all this then? I mean, the white works perfectly fine here. Okay, and then I have like a cardboard spinner. Oh, that kind of cardboard spinner. Or a fidget spinner. I was thinking more of the like it points at a thing? No? Yeah, modeling out some kind of top. Like, it's if I get around to actually making the rewards for the game. We'll see. An origami spinner? I make all sorts of dumb random origami. I've never seen an origami spinner. Alright, at least I used to make a lot of origami. Okay, so... Oh, I still need to do the... Okay, no, I got a few things. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to get around to making a reward system. Because I still got the indicator for the tossing as well as this score stuff here. Okay, so just give me a cube. And that'll be the hand on the clock. Hand on the clock. So then I want you to be black. Did I have just a black? Yeah, whatever this is. Oh, no, we're not using that. Terrain lit. Okay. And I could use like a cardboard texture or something too, but like, eh. Oh, there's really glossy stuff here too. Bar? Black. Oh, this is probably from that model that I imported, I would assume. From the clock. Okay. Which I guess that would also give me the base color. Whatever that happens to be called. White. Okay, so the base here. And then the hand. A lot smaller actually. If I'm okay, wait. What does this look like in comparison to the actual pegboard? Because I don't need it to be super huge compared to the pegboard. I just need it to be next to the pegboard. Okay, maybe I put it down in this bottom right here. So where is this? Kind of an awkward place, kind of an awkward angle, but But, oh, and duh, I could just rotate it towards the camera as well. I could just look at the character. No, I wanted this to be more like a physical object anyway, so... I'll rotate you. There we go, to face the player. Copy component. Just copy everything off of that. Okay, and then paste everything. Okay, and that does need to be a lot smaller if I'm going to stick with this as the thing. And can I make you a lot thinner too? Okay, hand, you need to be a lot smaller. Maybe not that long. Oh, you are kind of clipping into the grass a little bit. Not ideal. Okay, what does this look like? This is just kind of silly to be doing all this effort, but that's okay, whatever. Okay, but now the hand, I can also change the pivot point on the hand real easy. So yeah, there. Oh, I don't want to rotate the whole base object. Okay, so we do an empty object. Reset you. You're gonna be called hand. And you're gonna be called hand model. And then you're gonna go there, and you're gonna go there. Then... oh, bugger off. Okay. Yeah, that's zeros. Oh, you're at a weird angle. And then you're positioned kind of weird. Okay, so then here. Then we reset you. There we go, okay. And then this is the hand model. Okay, wait, am I spelling model correctly or am I confusing myself? Yeah, okay. I don't know why I'm thinking I'm spelling it wrong. I need to go eat food, that's what it is. I got curry. I made some curry for lunch and I made a whole bunch of it, so I got curry that I can eat for lunch today, too. And I got some more tea I could drink that might be a little colder, too. Since I do like to drink cold tea like juice as opposed to warm tea. Okay, so now I can rotate. So I rotate you? Nar. Why are you like this? Yeah, I thought you would have been reset to the center of the clock. And the hand model would be here. So that when I rotate this... What? I was doing all of this to try to avoid the problems I was having last time. You goof. What do you heckin' mean? What do you... This is the one with the model. This is something else entirely. So... made the clock base separate, so I could leave it out if I don't want the base. Oh yeah, so you're saying I could have the clock hands easily enough. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Yeah, because the hands I think are actually nice. The base I think is a little too opulent for the kind of backyard summer vibes. Oh, okay, and this, yeah, this still has the background thing on it. Yeah, that's the whole thing, but yeah, okay, I could steal the hands if I wanted to. Which that actually does sound like a good idea. So I kinda, that done goofed everything, didn't it? Oh, okay, and these pieces and parts are just all sorts of... Why do I have kidney stones in the tags? Because I had a kidney stone. It did work. There was so... That's my first subscriber. My first subscriber ever was like, oh, hey, look, somebody with kidney stones in the tag, and then showed up with their friends, and then I played their game, and then they gave me a Twitch sub. So it worked out. But yes, I had kidney stones at one point, and then saw that there was a tag for kidney stones, and thought it was kind of funny, and then left it, and it worked out. Oh, it's heckin' tiny. So... You want to add birth to the tags? I mean, that's up to you. It's, as if you were bored, you're a person. I mean, it is birthday. That's literally what birthdays are about, is I was bored. I was a person. I have become old. Or older, I suppose. Yeah, I'm like 200 maybe? Okay, 300 maybe. So is it the same color as the thing? Didn't it have a different color? The clock hand material is red. Is it facing the wrong way? Oh yeah, okay, it doesn't have a back to it, that's why. 180 rather. There we go. Yeah, flip it, it has no backside. Yeah. I saw your message too late, as always. Time to start day 3. GMTK ends at 6 p.m. tomorrow. On the agenda, tiles and UI with a big behind schedule above it all. Well, yeah, it's like, I was intending for this to be a roguelike, but I don't think I'm going to get to that point. It's just going to be a, and I'm getting distracted with this score clock thing, but I think this score clock is kind of a unique piece here, so as long as I have it, that, okay, but when I move the hand, why I thought these would be separate objects. Why does the pivot look like it's the model? So Probably have to fit in a game over in a main menu today. Yeah, I'm doing camera zooms instead of doing menus just because I wanted to try to get like this backyard vibe here. But wonder why Unity doesn't use the model's origin as the origin. Yeah, I was like, I want to. I thought there was a way you could separate these things, so that you could just rotate the parent object, and then this thing would be. I'm like, I don't know why you seem to be attached to whatever this is doing, which is odd to me. I'm like, this should be separate from that, and yet it's putting the origin as the child object. Yeah, these just seem to be separated. Okay, wait, if I put this under the base and then rotate the... Yeah, it's... I want... Okay, can I change the pivot point on the model? I don't remember how to change the pivot points, and I thought you wanted to just do it with parents and stuff anyway, typically. It's just parent-child stuff. It's the best way to change pivot points. Okay, I'm gonna stop messing with my cube there, because this is better anyway. Okay, I don't actually need the clock, I just wanted to rip the hand off of it. Yeah, I gotta leave audio and bug fixing for tomorrow. Yeah, bug fixing is the end of the day today and tomorrow morning. Okay, why are you being such a butt? Doesn't matter where I put it, it just does not want to. Yeah, I'm like, that will look correctly, but that's rotating the entire object, and it's like, why? Okay. Which is why I was trying to do here, and then here, and change the position of this object. Why is this child object attached to this? Why is the child moving the parent object? That's what I'm confused about. Because if I move this, that moves everybody. If I move this, that does not move the base object. But because it's an empty object, it seems to be doing that? Like, I don't... Do I need to put something in here to make you stop moving around? I don't really have anything I want to put in there, but... That just seems weird to me, that this object... That this... When I move this object, it moves this object. Or at least the pivot point of it. Okay, well then I guess you're gonna be a sphere. That'll be the center of the clock. I don't know, if it's just gonna be weird and dumb, we're gonna do a weird and dumb solution. Okay, so now we put you under the base. That's the sphere. Interesting, it got really, really flattened. Okay, I don't need the collider. Oops, I don't need the collider. And then I can do something like that to make you the center of this. And then we put this hand under here. And then drag it. Okay, that doesn't seem to be moving the sphere. So now if I rotate the sphere. Oh my goodness, what the heck did I just click on? What? I'm rotating it. Okay, this scale on that is just all sorts of wonked. Okay, why is this hand object... The hand object appears to be changing the positions of the other things. Because now when I try to rotate the sphere, it's rotating between the two objects. Instead of rotating the sphere with the hand being its own separate thing. Why are you attaching yourself so vehemently to other things? Is it some sort of setting that I missed in here? The materials are different. So... try importing it in Unreal to see if the pivot thing is because of a FBX exporter Unity's importing. When it's doing weird scaling and rotating, it's a scale on a parent object. Oh, okay. And then if I go back to my just cube as the hand as well. So now you go under the sphere object. Reset you. Scooch you up to here. And then rotate the sphere. Okay, no, the sphere's pivot point is just at a weird spot? Is that what you're telling me? Okay, so now we put the cube over here. And then we rotate the sphere. Okay, I lied. You need to go away. You are confusing me. No. What? This base object... No, if I rotate the sphere, it's not rotating the base object. But if I rotate the cube, it's not rotating the sphere. But if I rotate the sphere, the pivot point... But then if I change the cube's position, and then I rotate the sphere, and then I look at the pivot point... Why are you doing this? I'm not understanding this. So 3D object, sphere, and then I do a 3D object, cube. And then we reset both of you. And then I parent the cube under the sphere. And I move the cube. And then I rotate the sphere. You rotate around each other. And they're not a separate thing? You rotate, the pivot point is between them. Why is the... Okay, it does not appear to be a pivot point thing on your end. Because I just did a new sphere and a new cube, and it's rotating it in between the two. When I rotate the sphere. Huh? Okay, and then if I do something under the cube, does that also? So if I put the cube under here, and then I position it, and then I do that cube? Yeah, okay, so it is... I thought these things were fully separate. Okay, but then I rotate these. Okay, those are fully separate from this. I've just so thoroughly confused myself with this. This stupid score clock. I thought it'd be pretty easy to just do a rotating hand around a point. I just... God, why am I running into so many issues like this? Is this me, or is this just... I can't tell if I'm just horribly, horribly dumb, or if it's... Yeah, because the whole reason I was doing a physical clock was because I thought that the parent object things were a little separated. Because that's what the issue is here, is that this is just rotating in it. Well, this is a UI rotation thing. It's just weird. Okay, that's because that is a separate object, right? So the UI rotation thing, because I have this, yeah, this score hand is not... I just need a clock with the hand drawn on, and then the rest of the background is invisible, and then maybe the positioning will be the same. Okay, no, it's 11 o'clock, it's lunch. I'm snoozing the ads. We're not doing ads right now. This kind of confusion is, at least it's not Unity exploding, which it did a couple of days there. But I did add some audio, I did play with some things. I think I am gonna take off for lunch here. Spent like 4 hours yesterday trying to get people to animate correctly. Oh, was there, no updates of, the people? Okay, but I think I will take off for lunch. I'm getting this confused, and I'm hungry. It's an indication it's a good time to, Okay, that wasn't muted. Okay. And then I will be back at... I don't know, I kind of want to say noon, but maybe like at 12:15 or something. I feel like I just rated over there. Wow, Sunday morning is definitely less people. Some low-res jam. Some other kind of game dev. Logo and promotional art for something. Bring us to some GMTK Jam action? That's what I'm looking for. Mr. Eleptic seems to be doing GMTK, but I'm surprised that none of these other ones are... It's low-res jam. It's still jamming. It's not, even if it's not GMTK. Oh, something about raids? Something about ringing? That's kind of related to what I've been doing, but... Yeah, it seems like if you want GMTK, that's specifically just Mr. Eleptic here. Oh yeah, that might just be straight up. Because even the rest of these are not... Well, I guess we'll go right over here then, if it's, this is, if you're asking for GMTK specifically. If it'll let me, see. That's so many underscores. Why so many underscores? Can I stop seeing the ad? I wanna see what's, oh, I wanna see the progress on this. It's very bookshot looking thing. Okay, but yeah, I'll be back just after noon. I'll want to try to hit noon at 12:15. 12:15 probably. I'll come back in an hour and 15. Okie dokie. With some, I guess bug fixing is really what it's gonna end up being. Okay, I'll be back in an hour and 15. Basically. Bye.
Raid. GMTK Day 4, adding audio to my ring toss roguelike. Can we see something? Do you have something to